want to talk about the pseudo-dictatorship that we've got in place now, masquerading itself as a presidency. Even though they control House and Senate, it doesn't seem to matter. They don't seem to want to run things through the actual congressional mill, preparing a bill and having it looked at, scrutinized, and voted on. What we've seen is executive order after executive order, even seen him claim I don't know what this is about. And Kamala Harris, standing on back of him, said, just sign it. And here's the clip of that sad situation with our supposedly President Biden signing things he doesn't know what they are. At a point where I thought the United States couldn't ever be, that no one would let it get to this point. The point where individual freedoms are disappearing. Censorship has reared its ugly head. Well, you can say what you want to say, as long as what you want to say aligns with what the left deems necessary and appropriate. Many prominent conservative broadcasters have been cut off. Even the president was cut off. Social media networks have been using their influence to shape exactly what the people see. They presented them basically a one-sided, left-sided view of what's going on. And as far as the election, we'll call this election had irregularities. Numerous occurrences of irregularities. So what we've got is a gentleman by the name of Biden. Biden, age 77. He's got obvious health issues. His cognitive abilities. Is he facing the onset of dementia? What about his physical stamina? Basically, everybody called him Sleepy Joe during the season leading up to the election. What I can see, just my opinion, Biden is actually very ripe for being controlled by. He very well could be controlled by the invisible power brokers, deep state, whatever you want to call them, but they obviously exist, and he looks like quite a candidate for being controlled. For those of you who don't believe that there's any kind of a swamp, there have been many warnings about this swamp over the years. Some of the very great people in our life, people that we've looked up to for years, tried to warn us about the deep state.
Take President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Farewell warning against the corrupting influence of the military-industrial complex. Place this military-industrial complex as a potential enemy of the national interest. He said that public policy could become the captive of a scientific, technological elite. That was all the way back in 1961. There was also President Theodore Roosevelt. Theodore Roosevelt warned, behind the ostensible government sits an enthroned and invisible government, owing no allegiance and acknowledging no responsibility to the people.
And they're not here to take care of the multitudes of people. You, me, all the people that are trying to eke out a living every day in the United States. They're not here for that. They're here to control. They're here to dominate. Many times you'll hear the deep state referred to as a state within a state, defined as a network of civil servants, military intelligence, other administrative agencies within a government. And they're working to pursue their own agenda. They're going the way they want to go. And to hell with what we want. This invisible government owes no allegiance to us. It never acknowledges any responsibility to the people. Frequently, this deep state is likened to a satanic alliance made of bankers, corporatists, members of the American military-industrial complex, and their goals, their mission, their drive. Their goal, as I had it explained to me before I was too young to understand, I was about 14. It was explained to me that what these people in charge want, there's only two selections of people. Those that are very rich and those that are very poor. That they'd like to end our borders, we'd like to open up, let anyone and everyone come in and out as they feel free. Unfortunately, we're almost there.